The old man climbed onto the rooftop carrying a plastic jug, furiously shouting into the distance. Then he unscrewed the cap and poured the unknown liquid all over his head, then burst into maniacal laughter. Next, he pulled out matches he'd prepared earlier. With trembling hands, he lit one, shouting, "Get out of my head!" and set himself on fire. Clearly, he'd lost his mind. But what drove him insane was actually his former patient, this strange little boy who kept drawing constantly. The new psychologist Rebecca was talking with the boy, seemingly trying to use conversation to help him work through his psychological issues. But the boy just stared coldly at the doctor, not saying a word, just kept on drawing. The doctor tried to continue, but the boy suddenly said he could control things. The doctor didn't pay attention to what he said, but then something strange actually happened. The woman was driving home from work. Just as her car entered the tunnel, she discovered a massive pileup had occurred. The scene was horrific. People in the cars were barely alive. Rebecca was so scared her hands shook uncontrollably. The next day, Rebecca casually looked at the drawings the boy had left. One of them seemed to be yesterday's crash scene, with a cow nearby looking terrified at everything. Wasn't that herself at the time? Rebecca found it hard to believe. When the boy came for his next appointment, she quickly showed him the drawing and asked what was going on. But the boy just kept drawing, while describing in detail yesterday's crash scene. But logic told Rebecca this was all just a coincidence. What he described must have been from news reports, seeing Rebecca doubting him. The boy said, "There's a gun in your drawer." Rebecca glanced back. How could that be possible? After all, it was her own drawer. But Rebecca did find the boy truly strange, so she stayed up all night reviewing his case files. Strangely enough, previous doctors all had different diagnoses for him, but one note said everything he dreams is real. The more she thought about it, the stranger it seemed. Rebecca remembered what the boy had said earlier. Curiosity drove her to open the drawer. What she saw completely caught her off guard.